are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Cincinnati Reds and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Stay tuned for Diamondbacks baseball next. Robbie Ray will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the fours indicates.
Now in the box, Nick Senzel. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
Starting to cool down a bit, but still 84 degrees as we start play tonight. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, and keep that guy off the base path.
In is Joey Votto now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. Not great. He's 1 for 8. That evens it up 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Down the first baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting third, the second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Stepping up now, Mike Moustakas. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Here's the pitch. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Still 2-2. And now a pitch on the way.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Tyler Mahle is on the mound for the Reds in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
In now, Nick Ahmed. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 5 homers and 33 driven in. The 1-0 home. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Now here's the pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2.
Ball in.
2 out, nobody on. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Standing in, David Peralta. First at-bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Fouled away. Again, a 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Arizona. We are still scoreless. So now the Reds' cleanup hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Ray is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Matty B. And I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind in the count.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo shot off the bat of Nick Castellanos. Home run number 15 for him thus far. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
At the plate now, Aristides Aquino. Ball 1. Batting average down in the low 210s. 7 homers and 17 RBIs. That's inside. 2-0.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
3-0 now. Here it comes. 3-1. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his batting gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
Standing in now, Freddie Galvis. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. A ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Hit out towards second. Marte fields it cleanly. And there's out number 2.
Batting 7, the catcher, Kurt Casale.
Into the box, Kurt Casale. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First offering on its way. This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Batting 8, the third baseman, Josh Van Meter.
Stepping in now, Josh Van Meter, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this one at 271. 3 homers, 9 driven in. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time, as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Ready with the 2-1. In the dirt here. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Casale stands at second with 2 gone. Gets him to swing and miss at the knuckle curve, and it's full now. 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
He's set. The payoff pitch rolled slowly down the first baseline. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off of the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
In now, Tyler Mahle. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Now it's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. The side is retired. But the Reds hit the scoreboard first on this solo homer. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Reds. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Now the pitch. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Here now the 2-2. And he chased it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, one down.
Batting fifth.
Digging in, Christian Walker. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Popped him up. Van Meter is there. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Steven Vogt.
So striding forward now, Stephen Vogt was an 0-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's ball game. Infield in the overshift here, now the pitch. And he takes ball one. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Bases are empty here with two men out. And that catches the high outside corner. 1-2 now. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. The 2-2. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one will track it down. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2. And he misses here for ball four. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks and bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, Pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Fouled off. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he watches a splitter for a called third strike, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. And back in Phoenix as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Top of the third set to get underway, and that means Nick Senzel will dig in at the plate.
Senzel.
First pitch on its way.
Hey.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This is line to left. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Now a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. So up steps the former MVP Joey Votto as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. And he misses again, 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
2-0 count, the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Ray will take it himself for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Digging in to try it again, Mike Moustakas. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Now this is foul tipped at home plate, and that might have shot directly at our home plate umpire because he's moving a little gingerly back there. Moustakas waits on the 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Here's a high pop-up. Vogt over to his left. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos now.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Two out with the man at first. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. From the stretch. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Now a swing, and he popped him up. Oh, my goodness, 3 in a row. And that's in there, base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Into the box, Aristides Aquino. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Reds strand a couple, but they lead it 1-0.
Welcome back. As the Diamondbacks look to get the offense going here in the third, this is the lineup that has had its struggles this season. At the start of the day, they find themselves as one of the worst teams in the league in hitting the long ball and scoring runs. I talked to one player before the game that told me he thinks things have sort of snowballed on them this year. They didn't get off to a good start, and since then, most everyone has simply been searching for answers and trying to do too much. He admitted it's been a frustrating year, but they have to keep pushing forward and looking for better ways to generate offense. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Hopped up. Molly over to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
Marte.
One gone in the Arizona third, and that'll bring up Starling Marte. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Diamondback center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count. Two and 1 to count. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. And he fouls this one off. The 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Fielded by Moustakas. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that means that Nick Ahmed will be the next at bat. First pitch coming, here it is. A high fastball is in there. Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. Strike 2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. All set for the start of the 4th. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Freddie Galvis. First offering on its way. A 1 count. Here's the pitch. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Here it comes, 0-2. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Smoke toward the hole. Marte has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the catcher, Kurt Casale.
Now to the plate, Kurt Casale. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. The pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Ahmed showing off his range. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the third baseman, Josh Van Meter.
At the plate, Josh Van Meter. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Liner toward right center. Calhoun is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Reds are down in order. They lead it 1-0. Up next for Arizona, Ketel Marte. He sets to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
The second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And that one is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season, and the Diamondbacks strike here to make it a 1-1 ball game.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
At the
Now
plate,
batting,
David
left
Peralta.
fielder,
As he'll watch a breaking ball that comes back to catch the outside corner for strike one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. A windup and the 0-1.
Off the plate ball.
And our right-handers begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. The 1-1.
That's a ball.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
1 run, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Drilled to the left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
The third baseman, number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. A runner at first with no outs here. All even now, 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Christian Walker.
So digging in now, Christian Walker. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First offering on its way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Walker stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was a 4th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
0-2, here it comes. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. He's ready now. The pitch.
Ball 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Oh, it's hit to third. 5. 3, apparently, as he decides not to go after the double play that could have gotten him out of the inning.
Here's one that you don't see
Up
too
next
often,
is
right?
Diamondbacks.
Safe at second
catcher.
base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Stepping in, Stephen Vogt, runner in scoring position with Sugan. First delivery to him on the way. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Off the corner with the splitter, it's 2-0.
2-0.
Two balls and a strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And oh, they'd look to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. And time now to see right where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. So now to the plate, Cole Calhoun, as he will take a look at a fastball in there. As that strike zone expands just a little, it's 0-1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. This is pulled into right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Diamondbacks come back to tie it on this solo home run. We played 4, all even now at 1-1. Phillip Ervin will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Reds, number 6, Phillip Ervin.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Ervin is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Nick Senzel. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone. One and one to the Reds leadoff man. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Liner toward right center. And this is going to split the uprights and head toward the pool for extra bases. And the throw in gets away from him. The throw's in quickly as the go-ahead run holds at third. Second and third now.
He obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Striding in once again, Joey Votto. Third at bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team to lead.
A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
The 1-2.
Ball, that's out.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Got him.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Count 1-0.
And that misses for ball one. The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Has a look, now the pitch. 2-1. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score.
Now batting, number 44.
Striding into the box, Aristides Aquino. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed. Forget it, long gone, home run. So a 3-run shot to left center, 8th home run on the season for him, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Merrill Kelly will come on to make his 40th appearance this season.
Number 29, Merrill Kelly.
To the plate now, Freddie Galvis.
Shortstop, Ready.
And this is
Yeah.
foul tipped at the plate right off the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Galvis behind 0-2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Not a real good pitch there, 0-2. Probably not what he was trying to do with that fastball. He was trying to miss probably up and away, and he threw that one down into the dirt on an 0-2 pitch. Very rarely are you going to get hitters to chase an 0-2 fastball that's down in the dirt.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting. Catcher. Kurt Casale.
Digging in now, Kurt Casale, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Two balls, no strike.
4 runs here in this half inning. Too high, and it's 3-0. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
The 3-2 pitch, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Stepping into the box, Josh Van Meter. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
This is skied into short left center. Peralta is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Reds 5 and the D-backs 1. And back in Phoenix as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lavello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Number 87.
Thank you, Heidi. Jose De Leon, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. Tim LaCastro will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Tim LaCastro.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Reached for and popped into the air, back behind second. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up Starling Marte. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
1-1.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
That's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Senzel is there, 2 gone.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
So striding in, Nick Ahmed. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Senzel makes the play, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. They're down here 5-1. Alex Young takes over to start the 6th inning on the
Now
mound.
pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 49, Alex Young.
Jesse Winker will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Jesse Winker.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. He'll start this one at 269. 8 home runs and 25 driven in. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Nick Senzel.
Digging in and looking for more, Nick Senzel. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo home run for Nick Senzel. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Hey, every once in a while, this speed guy will jump up and bite one. He absolutely crushed that baseball. Doesn't fit his usual tool description, but he can go deep if you leave one over the heart of the plate.
Now batting, the first baseman, Joey.
In now, Joey Votto, as he'll reach for one and come up empty for the first strike. One out, nobody on. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
A bouncer to the left side. On to first, and Votto's gone for out number 2.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Striding in, Mike Moustakas, 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. One more for the Reds, and it comes on this home run. Through 5 1/2, it's the Reds 6 and the D-backs 1. Lucas Sims enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 39, Lucas Sims.
Leading off the inning, Ketel Marte, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Now this is foul tipped at home plate, and that might have shot directly at our home plate umpire because he's moving a little gingerly back there. The 1-2.
Inside, ball 2. We got a full count. 3-2.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Aquino is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, David Peralta.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, David Peralta, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And a high strike there, 0-1. And he popped him up. Here comes Senzel, but he won't get there. It falls in. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Ready for another chance? Eduardo Escobar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Runner at first here, one man out. Popped foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
0-2 count, and the pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Got him swinging in the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And he'll make it into scoring position here with
Now
2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Walker.
Now batting, Christian Walker. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1.
Count 1 and 0.
The 1-0. This one's flared out toward left. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base. As even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Not what he wanted to do there with the slider, as it misses well above the zone. A ball and a strike.
1 and 1.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Get it going, D-back.
Fouled off.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball, put himself right back in this at bat.
From the belt, the pitch, and a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They trail 6-1. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He reached on a fielder's choice previously.
Right fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul for strike 2. Here it comes on 0-2. Popped him up. Vogt shading to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 44.
At the plate, Aristides Aquino. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Pitch on the way. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
The batter,
So stepping in, Freddie Galvis. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. The 0-1 pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They hold on to their 6-1 lead.
Reds.
Into the box now, Cole Calhoun. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Now batting, the pitcher, Alex.
Ildemaro Vargas will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 15, Ildemaro Vargas.
A ball and no strikes. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 3 homers and 7 driven in. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
The 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. One there. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Coming on as a pinch hitter is a tough spot to be in, but that's the last thing you want to do when your skipper calls on you. Not going to be happy about that.
So base is empty now after the double play. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Starling Marte. Here comes the first pitch. Right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for, taken for a strike.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Two out, nobody on.
That's ball
And he misses again, ball 3. 1 pitch. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Diamondbacks down without much of a fight. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Yohan Lopez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 50.
Digging in once again, Kurt Casale. It was a walk in his last trip.
Kurt Casale.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nope, that's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Helpful.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peralta is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, the third baseman, Josh Van Meter.
Stepping in, Josh Van Meter. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. One out, nobody on. This one is launched. Look at this. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot to right center. 4th home run for him on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Travis Jankowski will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 31, Travis Jankowski.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. A 1 pitch on its way. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now another 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Misses, ball 2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his own, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
3-2 pitch. Swung on, but fouled off to the left.
You can visibly see the body language of this guy on the mound is completely changed during this at-bat. 6 foul balls has to be completely frustrating him that he can't put him away.
Hit out towards second, and that's the second out.
Up next for Cincinnati, the center fielder, Nick Senzel.
Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Nick Senzel. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way.
Nope. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Peralta's under it, and that retires the side. 1 more for the Reds, and it comes on this home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Reds 7 and the D-backs 1. Michael Lorenzen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 21, Michael Lorenzen.
So coming to the plate, Nick Ahmed. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
The shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Now the 1-0.
No, that's down.
Two balls and a strike.
The count is 2-1. Here we go.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
Here we go.
Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
That was aggressive pitching in
The
that
batter,
at bat, and I
number
like
4,
seeing that. He
second
showed
baseman,
all hard stuff until the
touchdown.
5th and final pitch for the
Marte.
strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
At the plate now, Ketel Marte. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
Nope.
And that misses. 2-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a liner. Foul. And another foul ball. Now another 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Standing in now, David Peralta. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0 home. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Count is 1-2.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Now at the plate, Joey Votto struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here.
Votto.
First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled right back up the middle. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Ready for another shot now, Mike Moustakas. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
That's ball 3.
3-0 as that misses up and in.
Ball, no strike.
Nicholas Castellanos waits on deck. Moustakas lets it go as he'll trot down to first on ball 4.
The right fielder, number 2, Nick.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Nicholas Castellanos. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. Throw into second. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Now batting, Number 44.
So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And standing in the outfielder, Aristides Aquino. Here comes the first pitch. Drilled on the ground is short. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's an 8-1 ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Stephon Crichton comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Stephon Crichton.
Stepping in now, Freddie Galvis, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Comes set and the 0-1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Calhoun has a read on it, makes the play, and there are two gone now. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
Now batting, catcher, Kurt Casale.
Settling in now, Kurt Casale. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
2 men are on with 2 men out.
Ball 2.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch.
Ball. That's it.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
He loses him on ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
In now for the Reds, Josh Van Meter. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Looking to minimize the damage here. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Hey.
And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So 1 run here, 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and they leave the bases loaded. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Reds 8 and the D-backs 1. So here's Eduardo Escobar starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one runs up high, ball 1.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
A ball and a strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Ball 3.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And the count will be full. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Christian Walker. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. Sharply hit ball back up the middle, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch
Now
back.
batting.
Change up
Catcher.
middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Into the box, Stephen Vogt, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Here comes the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Fouled away. The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Into the box now, Cole Calhoun. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
The 1-0 home.
Ball, that's out.
A runner on first with 2 away. Popped him up. And he'll make the catch there to end it. And the Reds have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
8-1 is the final tonight. The Cincinnati Reds get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Jose De Leon gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 8 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Diamondbacks, 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.